What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word shark? Perhaps you think of a large, fearsome creature with sharp teeth, or maybe an exciting scene from a favorite movie. While these images might be popular, they don't tell the whole story about sharks. Sharks are some of the most intriguing animals on our planet. They've been swimming in our oceans for over 400 million years, long before dinosaurs roamed the earth. But they're often misunderstood as scary creatures, when in fact, they're fascinating animals with a lot to learn about. Did you know that there are over 400 different species of sharks? From the tiny dwarf lantern shark that's about the same size as your hand, to the massive whale shark, the largest fish in the sea, each one of them with unique abilities and characteristics that make them special. So are you ready to dive into the ocean and discover the amazing world of sharks? Did you know that sharks have been swimming in our oceans for over 400 million years, even before dinosaurs? Yes, you heard it right. Sharks have been gracing our oceans long before the dinosaurs roamed the earth. That's because they have a unique ability to adapt and survive, even in the harshest conditions. They're like the superheroes of the sea, with each kind of shark having its own special powers. Let's take a dive back in time to when sharks first appeared. Picture a world 400 million years ago. The first sharks were not the fearsome creatures we know today. They were small, about the size of your hand, and had no teeth. Over time, they evolved, growing bigger, developing teeth, and becoming the formidable predators we know today. Now, let's talk about the diversity of sharks. There are over 500 different types of sharks in our oceans. Each one is unique, with its own set of skills. For instance, the great white shark, the star of many scary movies, is known for its size and power. It can grow up to 20 feet long and weigh as much as 2 small cars. And then there's the hammerhead shark, easily recognized by its unusual head shape. This head shape helps it find food buried in the sand. The tiny dwarf lantern shark, on the other hand, is no bigger than your hand and has the ability to glow in the dark. Isn't that cool? And let's not forget the whale shark, the biggest fish in the sea. Despite its size, it's a gentle giant that only eats tiny plankton. Sharks have survived all these years because of their ability to adapt and their incredible diversity. They've grown, evolved, and developed unique characteristics that help them thrive in their environments. So sharks are not only old, but also incredibly diverse. Isn't that amazing? Can you imagine being able to smell something that's miles away, or sense the tiniest movement in the water? Well, if you were a shark, you wouldn't have to imagine. Let's dive into the world of super senses, where sharks reign supreme. Starting with their extraordinary sense of smell, sharks have a nose that's nothing short of amazing. They can detect just 1 drop of blood in 1,000,000 drops of water. Now that's what we call a super sniffer. But their sensory superpowers don't stop there. Sharks also have an exceptional sense of hearing. They can pick up on the faintest sounds, even from miles away. This allows them to zero in on their prey from a distance, like a stealthy underwater ninja. And then, there's the most fascinating sense of all: the ability to detect electromagnetic fields. Yes, you heard it right. Sharks have special organs called ampullae of Lorenzini. These little bundles of sensory magic allow sharks to feel the electrical pulses that every living creature emits. It's like having a built-in GPS and heartbeat detector all in one. This electromagnetic sense is so sensitive, it can even pick up on the Earth's magnetic field. Scientists believe this is how sharks navigate their way across the vast oceans. They're like underwater explorers with a built-in compass. These incredible senses combine to make sharks some of the most efficient hunters in the ocean. They can find their prey even in the murkiest waters or the darkest nights. It's like they have their own underwater superpowers, making them the superheroes of the sea. But remember, these super senses are not used for evil. Sharks are simply trying to survive in the ocean just like every other creature. They use their senses to find food, navigate, and avoid danger. With such super senses, it's no wonder sharks are such efficient predators, right? But always remember, they're not the villains of the sea. They're fascinating creatures with incredible abilities, deserving of our respect and protection. Are all sharks dangerous to humans? Now that's a question that's been making waves for quite some time. But brace yourselves for a splash of truth. Not all sharks are dangerous. In fact, out of the 400 plus species of sharks, only a handful are known to pose any real threat to us humans. Most sharks are simply too small, too timid, or too uninterested to cause us harm. Sharks like the whale shark, the largest fish in the sea, prefer to munch on tiny plankton rather than people, and the shy, deep-sea dwelling goblin shark wouldn't even cross paths with a human. But here's the kicker. Sharks play a pivotal role in maintaining the balance in the ocean ecosystem. By controlling the population of other marine species, they ensure a healthy and thriving underwater world. So it turns out, sharks are more friends than foes. Wow! We've learned so much about sharks today, haven't we? We discovered that these amazing creatures are the true kings of the ocean, with over 400 species swimming in our seas. Isn't that something? We've also dived into their super senses, like their ability to detect electrical currents from other animals. Imagine being able to do that! And let's not forget about their reputation. Yes, they might look a little scary, but sharks are not the villains we often make them out to be. Most of them are actually quite harmless to us humans. So, what's the takeaway from our journey under the sea today? Sharks are fascinating. They're misunderstood, and they play an essential role in keeping our oceans healthy. Remember, sharks are fascinating creatures that play a crucial role in our oceans. So, the next time you hear about sharks, think of them as friends, not foes. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more fun facts about the incredible creatures that share our planet.